Hello. We are excited to present our solution for the Oak Hills Stables task and scheduling list. In beautiful Salem, Utah, a team of 6 caregivers carry out the daily care for horses boarding at the Oak Hills Stables. The clients want a new system that lets them see all the daily chores and other tasks in one place, showing what's been done, by whom and when, and what's left to do. They also need a communication hub to share announcements and schedule changes, keeping everyone in the loop. It is also important that the system be easy for anyone to learn and use, even if they aren't very tech-savvy. And having a mobile-friendly solution will allow caregivers to make updates while out in the barns or pastures.
As a group, when it came time to figure out how we were going to manage our tasks, we decided to use Trello. So we built this board and we did the basics that we needed for this project. We built in links to look things up, questions for when we wanted to meet in the future. We built in personas, our scenarios. Those are completed ones, but we were able to share them with each other online so that we could look at what our fellow teammates had done and use those to help us out. Okay, and then we have our to-do, our in progress. You'll see this is what we're working on right now, and what we've already done. Now, as we built this out and as we met and talked with the Oak Hills people, it came apparent to us that maybe this would be the very thing that would be good for them to use. Because one of the things that they're doing is they're trying to make sure that stuff gets done, but they needed a way to communicate with each other how to do it. And they were using a spreadsheet and a Google form to kind of log things in. And what you can see on this is we can add comments, we can add logs. You can see we have timers on here. When somebody does something, you can have it send you a notification. So just like we've been documenting our steps in this, they can do that at the stable as they go along. This is a free app that you can use on your iPhone, on your Android phone. It can be used on the desktop as well. And it's a very powerful tool to use.
Now we'd like to give a quick demonstration of the task board we've created. We've broken the board down into 6 basic lists: announcements, daily tasks, weekly tasks, overdue, doing, and done. We put the lists in this order to try to keep the most pressing items as close to the front as possible. New announcements and daily tasks are typically going to need the most frequent attention. In the announcement list, any of the workers can post messages that may be relevant to the whole group. If you open up individual cards, you can add comments to help respond to any questions or requests. The daily tasks list is full of tasks that must be completed each day. These tasks can be easily assigned to any member of the team and are designed to automatically repopulate each morning. Similarly, the weekly tasks repopulate each week. To reduce visual clutter, we added a couple special features. Checklists were added to task cards that had multiple parts. This way, tasks that needed to be repeated for different horses didn't take up space for each occurrence. Additionally, we set each card that is not marked as completed by the end of the day to move itself to the overdue list. This way, the to-do list doesn't get overcrowded when the new cards auto-populate the next morning, and the team can see what responsibilities might have been forgotten. Tasks can be marked as completed a few different ways, depending on what's the most intuitive for the user. Workers can either hold and drag a card where it needs to go, or they can open up the card and click the list they want to move it to. Also, if a card has a checklist, we automated it to move itself to the done list once each box has been checked off.
The next step would be to present to the client. As a team, we can offer a few thoughts for further development. Learning how to navigate Trello, as well as learning new tasks within Trello, will be needed for all those participating. Designing learning sessions would be an effective way to introduce or refresh those who will be using Trello. Having availability to use Trello may require different access points as well as different electronic devices, including phones, tablets, and laptops. Electronic devices and charging stations can be mounted in work areas. Designing pathways or plans for anticipated challenges can provide Trello users with quick, effective solutions. Defining expectations on communication will assist Trello users in using predetermined terms to ensure clarity.